So, Jill, talk to us a little bit about the main brand that you're known as, Hospitality Industry Training or HIT Training. A little bit about the organisation in terms of the current size, the shape of it, and some of the infrastructure that you have, some of the footprint that you have, and just some numbers if you can behind the name.
Of course. I mean, we started HIT in 2006, so we've been going for quite some time now. And it was predominantly hospitality at the time. In parts of the country where we were unable to get contracts with the government, then we had care contracts instead, but mostly it was hospitality back there. And we started the business with a group of friends and ex-colleagues who, many of whom had been made redundant from the company that had bought out our previous company, which was called Hospitality Plus. So there was a little bit of a synergy there. So if you fast forward to now, well, I suppose in the meantime, we've had COVID, and we've had changes in apprenticeship regimes, and we've had all sorts of different things have happened. The levy, pre-apprenticeship levy, we were a very different shaped business. 80% of our learners would have been working in SMEs prior to the apprenticeship levy. But we saw that when the levy was introduced, an awful lot of SMEs made the choice of getting out of that market, really. They didn't have the spare cash to put the 5% in. Transfers weren't available at that time. So we had to move our business from one place to another around then, 2017. And of course, we've had COVID since. So just before COVID, we were on a run rate of about 30 million turnover a year.
Right.
And we're now around, this year we should do about 22 million. So it's been a big reduction.
Sizable reduction.
Yeah, sizable. But if you think about the sectors in which we operate, during those couple of years of COVID, hospitality sector was pretty much closed. We had plenty of people completing their programs, but of course no new people starting, or very, very few new people starting programs. And the care sector was completely overwhelmed. So again, people who worked in that sector are able to commit the time that they needed. So that period of sort of 2020, 21, and even into 22 has been a really just put the kibosh on the business, really, from our perspective. And we fought hard to keep our heads above water, like many other training providers and other businesses out there. I always say, we are mostly hospitality and care. Whatever happens in those sectors is going to have an impact on us. If I see that the hospitality sector is struggling to recruit staff, you can, sure as eggs is eggs, we are going to be struggling to recruit staff as well, because we're all working in the same pool of talent. So where we are at the moment is helping to extend that pool of talent, helping our employers to really offer something that people want out of their working lives, to be able to improve their own skills, for the employers to have a more efficient, effective business. And it all goes around in a great big virtuous circle.
Absolutely.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.